Welcome to Western Wisconsin Energy's Boyceville, Wisconsin ethanol plant. Each year, the plant produces over 45 million gallons of fuel-grade ethanol, helping to reduce American dependence on foreign oil, provide a renewable form of energy, and deliver positive economic impact to Western Wisconsin. Given ethanol's chemical makeup as a highly flammable, even explosive product, the plant is subject to a unique set of security and safety concerns. When conducting a security inspection, it will be your job to make sure these concerns are always taken seriously.
The basis for a security check is the fact that we are dealing with a highly hazardous material that does pose the risk of causing harm to not only people here, but people in the community as well.
Most of the time there are no issues with the check, so it's very easy to go through it quickly. But you should take your time, look for the small details, because the details are what's going to come back to nail you later on. So just because nothing's happened in the last 3 months doesn't mean something's not going to happen today.
The first step of the plant inspection begins in the control room of the process building. Before the inspection, all employees must be equipped with personal protection equipment, including an authorized uniform, protective glasses, steel-toed boots, and a hard hat. Before leaving the process building, gather a flashlight and a radio. As you head out to conduct the plant's inspection, keep in mind that you are watching for two possible threats: safety threats and security threats. Safety threats would typically be related to any of the hazardous chemicals found on site, particularly the ethanol product itself. Security concerns may be unauthorized personnel knowingly or unknowingly tampering with storage tanks or process equipment on site. In a worst-case scenario, the plant itself could be targeted by opposition groups or terrorist activities. In order to differentiate between authorized and unauthorized personnel, both employees and visitors are required to wear easily identifiable apparel when on site. Make sure any personnel on site are clearly identifiable. If unsure about a person on site, immediately inform the plant manager and the safety manager of the situation. Proceed by confronting the individual and checking their credentials. If unauthorized, the individual must be escorted from the premises. If a threat is apparent, immediately contact Boyceville authorities.
Our visitors will check in here and have visitor badges as well as yellow hard hats compared to employees have white hard hats. That way we set a visual standard as far as they can tell from quite a bit away this is a visitor or this is somebody that shouldn't be here, as well as, okay, this person works for our company. You can differentiate those very easily.
The first point of inspection is the plant's front entrance gates on the east side of the property. Check time for this point of the inspection will take approximately 2 minutes. Utilize one of the plant's Kubota all-terrain vehicles to move from the process building to the entrance gates. The entrance gates are a key access point for grain trucks entering and exiting the plant. The gates operate automatically and must be inspected every day to ensure that they are working correctly and have not been tampered with. The inspection steps are as follows. Ensure the photo eyes prohibit the gates from closing when obstruction is evident. Check the physical gate lock. Test the electronic mechanism. The gates should open and close automatically. Check the integrity of exposed wires and the gate's drive chain. Ensure that the fencing and ground around the gate have not been disturbed. When gate inspection is complete, continue by inspecting the plant's exterior fence and gates. The Boyceville ethanol plant has approximately 5,900 feet of fence surrounding the property. This is a critical barrier to keeping potential threats from entering the plant and must be carefully inspected. Check time for this point of the inspection will take approximately 20 minutes and will involve the following steps. Proceed on the ATV around the plant's fence line. Visually inspect the fence and ground area around the fence for any damages. Watch for unauthorized personnel. If there are any signs of unauthorized personnel or tampering with the perimeter fence, immediately inform the plant manager and safety manager. After checking the plant's perimeter, proceed to the railway tank filling station on the north side of the plant. The railway filling station is an important safety concern. Rail cars exiting the station are filled with thousands of gallons of pure ethanol. The tanks must be tightly sealed to avoid contaminating the soil or possibly causing a fire.
Once this leaves off-site, we are still responsible for this. If those are not sealed correctly, we run the risk of bioterrorism, thereby people gaining access to the ethanol, being able to possibly ignite it.
Checking the tank cars will take approximately 15 to 20 minutes. Ensure that both the top and bottom seals of the tank cars are firmly secured both before and after the tanks have been filled. After checking the tank cars, proceed to the ethanol tank farm to continue the inspection. The above-ground storage tank farm is located northwest of the process building. The tanks shown here store thousands of gallons of processed ethanol. To ensure the safety of the plant staff and surrounding communities, the tanks must be thoroughly checked for leaks each day. Another above-ground storage tank of high importance is located to the south of the process building. Ammonia, used in the production of ethanol, is stored here. The tank itself is surrounded by an additional fence with 4 gates. Proper inspection involves the following steps. Check the first gate, making sure that it is properly locked. Proceed around the tank's fence line and check the additional gates. Proceed to the interior and check all valves on the tank. Any leak poses a potential hazard, so the valves must be checked thoroughly. After checking the above-ground storage tanks, the inspection is complete. As a brief overview, remember the inspection in this order. Step 1. Prepare for inspection by gathering needed personal protection equipment and inspection tools in the process building. Step 2. Proceed to the front gates to check that they are functioning properly and have not been tampered with. Step 3. Check the entire perimeter fence for damage or possible breaches. Step 4. Inspect the seals on the rail tank cars to ensure none of the product can escape from the tanks. And Step 5. Check the above-ground storage tanks in the northwest portion of the facility, as well as the ammonia storage tank to the south of the process building. When you have completed the plant inspection, sign off on all points and report to the plant safety manager. If you would like to review this video, revisit portions of the video, or reference maps of the plant's key inspection areas, please revisit the DVD. Individual inspection points and their corresponding portions of the video can be viewed via the Checkpoints menu at the beginning of the disc. Thank you for helping Western Wisconsin Energy provide a safe environment for its employees and surrounding communities.